Hey Doodlers, this is Adam Sosinski and welcome to day 16 of the 40-day How to Doodle course. Now, within this lesson, we're going to look at how to doodle more kind of variety of facial expressions to spice up the expressions within your doodles. Now, when you're doodling, you don't need to add a lot of details to your facial expressions, but when you have some time and you want to express yourself just that little bit more, it's always good to have a few tricks down your sleeve that you can kind of get into your doodles at any time. So today specifically, we will look at how to doodle different eyes, variety in the mouth and the nose, and a little bit of hair. So let's go through this quickly. I've of course got examples for you below, but let's just look at some eyes so we can potentially look and get the eyes like that, like that. That looks kind of like an angry sort of eye. But if we use the lines a little bit differently, like that, kind of looks like he's very vulnerable from that perspective. And if we kind of do like this, pop eyes like that, then it gives us some feminine sort of eyes. And how about someone who's sleeping? Their sleepy eyes. What about someone who's, say, winking at us? There you go, there's some more eyes. He's sort of winking at us. How about some droopy eyes? Kind of droopy, kind of doodle them like this. Kind of like a bell. And it's kind of droopy. And I guess you could kind of make him more droopy by revealing less of the eyes, sort of like that. Kind of sleepy sort of way. I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities you could use here. I mean, even like this, kind of doodling a variety of different lines can create eyes. So I'm kind of combining eyes and eyebrows together in a variety of ways. Just normal eyes, and you can do some lines to express different emotions and everything along those lines. So I mean, there's a lot of possibilities here. I think you just have to really sort of use your imagination and use the visual alphabet to portray these eyes as best as you can. There's some more. So there's definitely a lot of possibilities. Let's do one more. And let's go like that, like that, like that. So you can add a lot of variety to your doodles through the eyes. Let's look at a mouth now. Now, mouths, there's my finger doodling again. If you can count how many times I do this over the course, I'll be very impressed. And okay, here we go with the mouth. So a mouth could be as simple as a line going like that. I mean, you could have a line like this represent a mouth. You can have a line like that with teeth, okay, whatever it is, and obviously a mouth like that. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to show a mouth, and every single time you express your mouth in a different way, it's kind of portrays a different sort of emotion. Now, lips are a little bit tougher, like feminine lips, a little bit tougher to do. You would have to get a little bit of practice. I mean, this is the easiest way to sort of do it. There is another sort of more advanced method where you kind of go like that and like that, and then you kind of, oops, let's just get that a little bit differently, like this, and then you kind of go down, so that kind of goes up like that, and sort of maybe it didn't quite come out the way I wanted to, but in my example below that you'll see it looks much better than what I just did there. So a lot of different variety of mouths. I mean, there are no real rules here. you just see what others have done, and look up some cartoon sort of faces online, and you'll see a variety of different options when it comes to doodling mouths. You can even have the tongue sort of sticking out, kind of like along these lines sort of here, and then you have teeth, teeth. There's your mouth, there's the lips. You color that in to make it look darker, whatever it is. It's kind of, yeah, it's sort of like an interesting way. And now with the nose, again, noses don't have to be complex. I mean, you can do noses like this. I mean, if you're going for a side nose, you can sort of do something along those lines. Noses are just some lines. See, that can even represent the nose. Again, another side one you can do is like that, and then do a little hook, and then another hook here. So, I mean, a more sort of complex sort of nose that you see in some cartoons will be something along these lines, and then, there he is, kind of connected to that face, like that. So, I mean, there's a lot of ways. I mean, stick to even something along these lines is fine. I mean, doing a nose along like this is also good. And as you can see, like throughout this whole process, I'm just using elements of the visual alphabet to present this nose and present everything in this sort of way. I mean, even a circle is great for a nose, for a cartoon figure, something you're doing. And then when it comes to hair, I mean, there's a lot of variety with hairs that you can use. Hair like that. You can go spike up hair like that. If you want to do like a female sort of hair, you can kind of wrap it around her head. I mean, I'm doing it very quickly and that, but you kind of get the idea. You can, I guess, use a little bit more creativity. That's the kind of fringe, and then you can have the sides of the hair kind of going down along those lines, and obviously you can put a head, put a face, and you can have whatever it is. I guess different sort of people have different types of hair, and it's all just, it kind of takes a little bit of practice. And I think the more you think about it, the more ideas you'll sort of come up with in terms of hair. And some people have no hair, so they might have something like this on top. It might just look like that. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I think it's all about just getting as much practice as possible. And for this lesson, I would love for you to just practice doodling the eyes, the mouth, the hair, the nose as much as possible, because we are actually going to combine all these things very shortly, and you'll get a hang of it. And in no time, within the next couple of days, you'll be doodling cartoon sort of figures and faces and even bodies, whatever it is, quite easily, quite effortlessly. But it does require practice. So I hope this has been of value. I look forward to seeing your submissions. Take a look at how others have doodled a variety of different hair, noses, eyes, and mouth below, and they've come up with way more ideas than I've even presented you in this lesson. So it's fantastic to sort of learn from them. And I look forward to seeing you on the next lesson.